Hi, my name is Carmen Gao. I'm from Markham, Ontario. The topic of my story is a Chinese mom's unconditional love for her gay son. My husband Robin and I immigrated to Canada in 1999. Within 2 years and a half, we had a daughter and a son. In 2003, we returned to Beijing. 12 years later, in 2015, our whole family moved back to Toronto. My son Kingsley went through a very difficult time after he returned to Toronto at the age of 13. He was tortured by severe headache and couldn't attend school. We didn't realize that he was suffering depression until he became suicidal. June 25th, 2017. It was a sunny and hot day. My 15-year-old boy, Kingsley, asked me to drive him to downtown Toronto. Right after we stood in front of the world-famous Toronto Pride Parade, all of a sudden he said, "Mom, I'm gay." I was shocked and frozen. As a Chinese mother, although I had done some research on LGBTQ+, when my own son spoke out the 4 words, "Mom, I'm gay," I was totally lost and didn't know what to say. Time flew by. When I saw the crowd was so joyful, free, and most importantly blessed, I turned to my son and said, "No matter who you are always my son. I love you, but I care about your health and safety." Hand in hands, we joined the thousands of people to celebrate the diversity and the freedom we have. And from that moment, I understood what unconditional love meant. My son Kingsley is a very caring and a sensitive boy. Although he officially came out that day, he hesitated to acknowledge his dad, Robin, who had suspicion on Kingsley's sexual orientation. I kept this secret to myself for over 1 year and a half. I felt very sorry about Kingsley because without Dad's acceptance and support, he was not fully blessed. One day, I encouraged Robin and Kingsley to have an honest talk. That was a very good one. Robin showed his understanding, although he still had stigma, and even wished this was all a dream. According to the current statistics, we can no longer ignore the fact that people with diverse sexual orientation exist in all communities with similar proportion. However, stigma, discrimination, and violence against LGBTQ+ community never disappear and are hurting our children every day. Mom, if I tell you I'm gay, will you still love me? Will you always love me? After I knew why Kingsley suffered a headache and was suicidal, I felt that I should not only embrace and support my son, but also have the courage to do more for a healthier and a safer environment for the LGBTQ+ community. In November of 2019, I initiated and hosted a seminar with the theme of Rainbow Flag in Canada. The 4-hour event was blended with speeches, personal experience sharing, and presentations from ACAS, HSBC, York Region Police, the MP of Richmond Hill, a psychiatrist, and the Chinese gay couple who have happily lived together for 20 years, and my introduction to PFLAG, an organization brings together families and friends of LGBTQ+ people. Over 50 people from Mandarin-speaking community attended this event. Many of them told the Chinese media that they were so touched and motivated to embrace and support LGBTQ plus community. Kingsley, who volunteered at the event, told me afterwards, "Mom, I'm so impressed." Now, Kingsley is enjoying his second year learning drama at New York University. Many people said, "Kingsley is so lucky to have family support. I'm proud that my son can be the one he wants to be." On June 26, 2022, Robin dropped me to go to the first in-person Toronto Pride Parade after the pandemic. Singing, dancing, and laughing with hundreds of thousands of people, we called Kingsley, who was then attending the Pride Parade in New York City. When I saw Dad and son smiling and waving at each other, tears fell down, and I knew they were the tears of happiness. During my 5-year journey of supporting my gay son, I know how powerful the unconditional love could be. With that, we can protect our children and make a better world. Thank you.